All right, Broncos country, what's going on? Hope you guys are having a great day. I'm really excited to get on here and talk for a little bit about this comment that one of our subscribers, Mark Lewis, thank you so much for bringing this to my attention. This was really cool, talking about a potential link between Spencer Rattler and Sean Payton. And I want to go ahead and dive into this just a little bit. And if you guys are wondering, well, what are David and Mark talking about? Let me pull up this comment right here. Share screen. Browser can't access your screen. What are you talking about? All right, here we go. For some reason, it is not working. My screen share is not working. Give me one other second, guys. I apologize for this. All right, here we go. We'll just have to go with the old-fashioned way here. Apologies. But check this out. Mark said, fun fact, Spencer Rattler's OC at South Carolina was Dowell Loggains. In an interview following the Senior Bowl, Rattler credited him with helping him immensely. Who is Dowell Loggains? Well, for starters, he's a guy who has worked with quarterbacks and offensive schemes at 6 NFL teams. He installed a pro-style offense at South Carolina, something none of the other top quarterbacks in this year's draft can say other than J.J. McCarthy. And he played under center only 23 snaps in his college career. This, however, is not the fun fact. Dowell Loggains is a disciple of Sean Payton. I was like, wow. You are blowing my mind right now. And so I thought that I would go ahead and look into this a little bit, guys, and we could see, who is Dowell Loggains. Now, if you're wondering, where is this potential link between Sean Payton and Dowell Loggains? Loggains worked for Sean Payton with the Dallas Cowboys in 2005 as a scouting assistant. And you would see, if you go take a look at his coaching career, Loggains, very promising young coach. I think he's only 43 years old right now, and was calling plays for the first time in the NFL when he was 32 years old for the Tennessee Titans. That is crazy to think about. And then was promoted to full-time offensive coordinator with the Tennessee Titans in, let me go ahead and look at this, in 2013. So the teams that he's worked with are the Dallas Cowboys, the Tennessee Titans, the Cleveland Browns, the Chicago Bears, Miami Dolphins, and New York Jets. And then the last few years he's been in college. Since 2021, Arkansas tight ends coach, 2022, that same position, and then 2023 coming over to South Carolina to work for Shane Beamer and the quarterbacks there, which I think is interesting. And also, of course, calling plays. And fun little fact, I lived 7 years in Abilene, Texas. Dowell Loggains is from Abilene as well, went to Cooper High out there, spent his time playing college football at Arkansas. So really bright young football mind. And I'm wondering, they only spent a little bit of time together, Dowell Loggains and Sean Payton. But I'm wondering, hey, being under that Bill Parcells tree with Loggains coming into his NFL coaching career under Bill Parcells, under Sean Payton, is that a potential link for Spencer Rattler as he's going into the NFL draft? I think that the more news I see about him coming out, it seems like a lot of people are expecting him to be taken by some team within the second round. That's kind of what I've seen lately. I'm curious what y'all's thoughts are, but right now, if I had to put a bet on if the Broncos draft a quarterback, who's it going to be, I would probably go with J.J. McCarthy. But if the Broncos decide to trade back, acquire some more picks, maybe we get some more day 2 picks, like a second round pick, an additional third. Maybe we end up trading Jerry Jeudy or Cortland Sutton or Garrett Bowles for a third round pick. I mean, wouldn't that be great if we can get that much value for one of those guys? I think that would be wonderful, but I'm not sure. But if we're able to get a few top 90 picks from trading back, maybe we're able to go after a really strong wide receiver, maybe in Troy Franklin, getting somebody like Spencer Rattler in the second round. And if it doesn't work out, hopefully we'll be in position to draft one of the top quarterbacks in 2025. That's kind of how I'm looking at it. Let me go ahead and see if, let's see if my screen share option will work again, because I did a couple like Pro Football Focus mock drafts, and I'm thinking that like this would be kind of cool to show you guys what the scenarios might be if we're trading back, how this might help. So hopefully you guys can see this okay right now. So you can see with this first mock draft, I traded back with Cincinnati to pick 18, picked up a second rounder and a fifth rounder. And then I was able to trade back again with the Houston Texans from 18 to 23, picking up another third and fourth rounder. So we end up trading back from 12 to 23, end up picking up 4 additional picks, which is great. 2 picks within the top 90. And I end up trading Jerry Jeudy to the Ravens later on, but we can cover this. I mean, so yeah, say we're able to go get a potential number 1 wide receiver in Troy Franklin. That would be great. We take Spencer Rattler, but then, hey, in the third round, we're really able to alleviate our interior defensive line needs, especially if we end up releasing DJ Jones, which I think is one of the more likely cap casualties this year if we're going to try and make significant room in the salary cap. I mean, we're a little over $33 million over the cap as already, but we get Brandon Dorless as well as Trevontre Sweat. That would be great. Going ahead with this third round pick, getting another center to come in there and compete with Forsyth, who we drafted out of Oregon last year. Again, any Georgia lineman right now, I'm a big fan of that. And we use that pick from the third we gained from trading Jerry Jeudy. Now, in round 4, I wanted to focus on making sure that we get Rattler in our offense some more dynamic weapons. Audric Estime is, I think, one of the more underrated running backs in this year's class. And then with the other picks in the 4th round, go ahead and get another edge rusher, keep a guy in the state of Colorado with Mo Camara, and then a developmental tackle here from Utah in the 4th round, Satoa Laumea. Hopefully I pronounced his name correctly. And this is somebody that if we do restructure or extend Garrett Bowles, we're able to move his cap hit, spread that out, or that bonus, spread that out throughout the next few years, minimizing his cap hit for this year from, I think right now it's at $20 million. We have another guy that hopefully we can develop in the future and see him taking over for Garrett Bowles. And then got Ben Sinnott, who's a great, well-rounded tight end from Kansas State, big-time receiving threat. You guys know we need some more juice in the tight end room. And then rounding out the last 3 picks, Zach Zinter coming here from Michigan with pick 148, another developmental guard right now. Safety, Omar Brown from Nebraska, especially depending on what we do with Justin Simmons. I love Caden Stearns, but he just hasn't been healthy. So it would be nice to get another guy in there alongside PJ Locke. And then lastly, with our last pick, going with Darius Masau, linebacker from UCLA. They had a great defense this past year, and it would be nice, especially if, we're moving off of somebody like Josie Jewell, getting another linebacker in there, especially if Drew Sanders is going to play more edge. So this is one possibility that I could see us doing. Of course, I mean, these are mock drafts. They're not going to be the most accurate type of thing, but take a look at the certain positions we're able to target in the draft. I think that's a great thing. Here's another one that I did, and really wanted to focus these top picks on making sure that we get guys to add some juice to this offense, right? So similar type of deal. I was actually able to trade down from pick 12 all the way to pick 27, acquiring not only a future second rounder in 25 in case we need that from the Saints, but also pick 149, pick 56, 87, 173, and pick 90 from the Arizona Cardinals, Dallas Cowboys, and New Orleans Saints for trading down, and take a similar type of approach here where I'm able to go get Troy Franklin, drafting for this scenario. We're always picking Spencer Rattler in the second round. If this is one of Sean Payton's underrated targets, or a target that he's trying to keep his cards a little close to the vest, right? Third round, getting him another weapon alongside Troy Franklin, wide receiver Brendan Rice, son of Jerry Rice, and then another developmental tackle, Patrick Paul. I think somebody that could take over for Garrett Bowles here in the near future. 6'7" guy, tall guy, and then addressing some of the needs on defense, Michael Hall Jr. in the third round, getting another running back with some serious juice. I know that this might be kind of a luxury pick, but I would love to see Bucky Irving in this backfield as well. And using that again with this scenario of trading one of our wide receivers for a late third round pick. In round 4, able to select Mo Camara again in here. This time a fourth round center in Bo Limmer, somebody again that can compete with Andrew Forsythe. And then targeting some of the defensive line needs with Mekhi Wingo and Tyler Davis in the 5th round, along with bringing in Texas cornerback Ryan Watts to add to that room, led by Patrick Surtain. We also have, of course, some other young guys with Jaquan McMillan, Riley Moss, some of those guys, but it would be nice to get another. I think he's another 6-foot corner in here. That would be great. And then in the 7th round, adding an interesting tight end in Tanner McLaughlin from Arizona. And then I'm able to draft Darius Masau again here at the end of the 7th round. So we're able in these mock drafts, if we do want to take this approach of really making sure that we got as many darts to throw at the board as possible. I think in these mock drafts, it all netted out to having 12 or 13 picks in this year's draft, which if we are going to move and trade, cut, 6-7 guys, we should have enough room to have a larger draft class, going into the 2024 season. So, I just wanted to play out some of these scenarios for you guys, see what y'all think of it. But yeah, ultimately, I think that this could be something to keep your eyes on with Spencer Rattler. And Mike, I'm really thankful that you brought this up. This was something that I had no idea about before you brought it up. So granted, they only spent a little bit of time together, Spencer Rattler's OC and Sean Payton, but hopefully with that Dallas Cowboys, Bill Parcells connection, there's enough of them to where, or the connection is strong enough between them to where Sean Payton can call up Dowell Loggains and, really get a very clear, detailed scouting report, a detailed idea of what Spencer Rattler is bringing to the table, what he's like to work with, all of that. Again, he's one of my favorite quarterbacks in this year's draft, especially when you're talking about positional value in terms of where they're expected to go in the draft. I think that he's a good value. I like his moxie. I like his swagger. I think that he's really developed as a leader, and we need somebody in Denver like this that is going to be a little bit outspoken, that understands that he needs to earn the trust of the locker room before he can establish himself as a leader. But once he establishes himself as a leader, he's vocal enough to keep guys accountable. He's going to set the tone. And we need somebody like that in Denver. I really do think so. We haven't had somebody like that here in quite a while. So thank y'all so much for tuning in, and really want to, again, say thank you so much to the supporters that have been coming across this channel. I think we're up to 70 or 71 subscribers right now. phenomenal. It's my goal within the next few weeks to reach 100. So please hit that like, comment, subscribe. That's going to help put this out to other Broncos fans, Spencer Rattler fans too, I guess. And hey, if you like college football, my other channel, David Talks Buffs, we're on our way to 7,000 subscribers. So please check us out over there as well. The link is in the description. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And as always, guys, go Broncos.